Welcome to Queer News Tonight. This is the world's first and only LGBTQ plus daily television news broadcasting live and available on demand on your favorite streaming channels.
We are proud to announce that YouTube has recognized Queer News Tonight, certified by analytics company VetIQ, as the world's most popular LGBTQ streaming news show with more than 10 million views on the only daily live queer news show in the world.
We are proud that we have more than 1,000 new subscribers in November, and that Queer News Tonight has more YouTube subscribers than any other LGBTQ brand in Florida. Over 500,000 of you have watched this show in the last 60 days. We thank you for watching and supporting our voice in our community.
It is Wednesday, December 18th. We are live and literally out of the closet and into the headlines. So many of your important stories we are going to tell this evening on Queer News Tonight.
This is the world's first live daily LGBTQ evening news show, literally out of the closet and into the headlines on Queer News Tonight.
Welcome to the world's most important LGBTQ plus streaming television news show.
Hotspots Magazine Happening Out Television Network is a nonprofit 501c3 media company in the same model of PBS and NPR, but designed for the LGBTQ community.
Our mission is to support the 11 pillars of our LGBTQ community. We want to inform and educate the key issues of lesbian, trans, Latino, Black, healthcare, seniors, students, faith, social justice, business, and queer culture. Help us support our community.
We are part of one of the largest LGBTQ nonprofit media companies in America, Hotspots Magazine and Happening Out Television Network. In 2025, our magazine is celebrating 40 years of the LGBTQ experience. Our television news, talk, and entertainment shows support our mission to educate the LGBTQ and broader community.
That's right, Glenn, and let's meet tonight's anchors at Queer News Tonight. Let's welcome anchor Gregg Shapiro. He's an inductee into the Chicago LGBT Hall of Fame. Gregg is the author of 2 short story collections and 7 books of poetry that he just gifted me one for my birthday. Gregg, South Florida Symphony Orchestra, SFSO, is bringing Candide to South Florida on January 16th at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts. Tell me what's happening aside from me saying that wrong.
If you are a fan of satire, then you should consider Leonard Bernstein's masterpiece, Candide, at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, January 16th, at the Broward Center for Performing Arts. Symphony patrons are invited to attend the Glitter and Be Gay Gala 2025, which begins at 5 p.m. and includes bubbles and hors d'oeuvres. Visit southfloridasymphony.org/gala-2025. But I do love how they named the gala after one of the songs.
Smooth transition.
From the show, Glitter and Be Gay.
Okay, tell me again, how do you say the name?
Candide.
I love the South Florida Symphony, okay? I love Jacqueline and everything. Everybody over there is so incredible. And if they're putting together a pre-gala before this event, it's going to be amazing. So go and follow the South Florida Symphony and get your tickets today.
Actually, it was Voltaire. Voltaire wrote Candide. Sorry.
Now I'm all confused.
Okay, now we're good. Queer News Tonight will be there, and we look forward to seeing you all at Candide on January 16th. Next up, let's welcome anchor Bonnie Builder. She's the birthday girl, by the way. She is the premier South Florida bodybuilding drag queen and the forever reigning Mixed Mary's Wilton Manors. Once they crowned her, they broke the crown. That's it. Forever. Bonnie, Thirsties on the Drive, and Marriott's Mary's Productions present Jingle Bells Brunch at Fort Lauderdale Fitness on December 22nd. The event will benefit Suitcases of Love. Tell me what's happening.
You said it all, but I'll add some stuff. So, this is an event produced by Marriott's Mary Productions. It is for, I want to say charity, or for a good cause, for Suitcases of Love. And speaking of a good cause, I'll be performing there. You also have Amy Drymouth and Pam Demick. And the biggest drag queen of all, with the flattest chest, the host, FayWhat, will be emceeing the entire event. Now, the address is 1680 East Oakland Park Boulevard. I will see you there on this, was it Sunday?
Yep.
Sunday. I will see you there. If you have any more questions, go to my Instagram, Bonnie Builder, and you can see the flyer. Speaking of which, you can also find me Saturday at Revolution Live. I'm performing at 8 o'clock. They're doing a showcase for A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my God.
And I'll be doing a number based off of that. And if you are really horny, you can see me on Wednesdays at the Gathering for drag trivia.
All right. I love that. Now, can we go back to the brunch on Sunday real quick?
Thank
What are they
you.
Okay.
serving?
You know I was going to ask.
Listen, so it's brunch. They're serving brunch. They're serving French toast, eggs, kind of stuff like that, right?
You know that for sure?
I know that for sure.
You're going to be cooking it, yeah?
I'm going to be cooking it with my hairnet and everything, okay? It's
Yeah,
$20
happening.
for brunch, all right? You don't get to,
That's cheap.
nowhere do you get a cheap ticket
That's
like that,
reasonable.
plus getting incredible drag queens that are performing, plus we're celebrating my birthday and Bonnie's birthday as well, plus the money is helping LGBTQ plus youth in Colombia, in Medellin, Colombia.
Colombia?
So you know they pretty too.
That's right.
Colombia.
All right. So we will see you all from 3 to 5. Get there early, okay? Because seating will be limited. 3 to 5 p.m. this Saturday. Go on Bonnie's Instagram, go on my social media, and get all the information there. Queer News Tonight will be there, and we look forward to seeing you all at Jingle Bells Brunch on December 22nd. Let's welcome my brother from another mother. He's Glen Weinzimer. He's the founder of the Smart Ride and continues his work in advocacy for our community. So Glen, Winter Party Festival is back 2025 for another year from February 26th through March 4th in Miami. Tell me what's happening. I've seen you out there with those thousands and thousands of boys without your top on dancing.
That's me, topless, no underwire bra, out there dancing with everybody else at Winter Party. It's always a good time, and it is fun, and it's one of the highlights for the season as we get into it, and so many people come into town. So it's a good weekend if you're local to get out and get about and have some fun and do some dancing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so the National LGBTQ Task Force folks throw Winter Party as well, and they do such an amazing job every year. I mean, South Beach is just filled from sand to sand with a million boys and like 4 girls and Bonnie.
Just drag.
You know.
Why'd you put Bonnie in the middle?
Like, that's where I
and
belong,
Bonnie.
baby. That's where I do my
But
best
that's
work.
where,
sure you do.
listen, that's where she belongs.
One of
But
my
it
favorite
is,
places,
and
too.
Love a nice trip to London.
it's an incredible time. Shout out to Kathy Renna and all those folks who put it together. Winter Party is awesome. It's in February, so it's past all this craziness that we're in right now, and it is a very good time. It does sell out, so get your VIP tickets at winterparty.com. Queer News Tonight will be there, and we look forward to seeing you all at Winter Party Festival 2025 from February 26th through March 4th.
And of course, let's welcome lead anchor FayWhat. She's a legendary events host, television and radio personality, and the host of Hotspots Happening Out's The FayWhat Show. Faye, Hideaway on 26 is celebrating their first annual sober event on January 10th. You're hosting. Tell me.
Oh my God. I am so excited. The G Girls and Hideaway on 26 bring you their first sober event of 2025. And by sober, it means there's not going to be any alcoholic beverages, okay? But it doesn't mean that there won't be a lot of fun. You don't have to be in recovery to join us, baby. Great music, craft mocktails, and a night to remember. January 10th from 8 to midnight, Hideaway on 26. That's 1414 Northeast 26th Street in Wilton Manors. Get more information at hideawayon26.com or on my social media. It's going to be a lot of fun. See you then January 10th at Hideaway on 26. Queer News Tonight will be there, and we look forward to seeing you at the sober event on January 10th. Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm FayWhat, and let's queer up the worldview. 2024 Google search trends. This is what the queer community searched for. Google's annual Year in Search report reveals the top trending searches worldwide in 2024. The U.S. election topped new specific searches globally, with the search term excessive heat and the Olympic Games also gaining significant traffic. Copa America led sports-related queries, followed by the Union of European Football Associations Championship and ICC Men's T20 World Cup. In the people category, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump led the way, followed by Princess Catherine, Vice President Kamala Harris, and boxer Iman Khalif. Entertainment also made a mark with Inside Out 2, topping movie searches, and Netflix's Baby Reindeer, leading TV show queries. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us dominated music trends. Interestingly, global recipe searches included the Olympic Village's chocolate muffin, while Connections was the most searched game. Country-specific data also showed interest in words like demure and mob wife aesthetic. What did you search for this year? I think I searched for a lot of these except Trump for sure. But I mean, just thinking about so much stuff that has happened over in 2024. I'm thinking about Copa America when we had it here at the Hard Rock and all my wonderful Colombian siblings were breaking in through the AC to get inside, where there was a lady tailgating with her dog and she brought the dog inside to the event and like SWAT team had to come and it was a mess. But I can see like all the wonderful videos that were out there went viral and I could see everybody searching to see what is this Copa America thing? Oh, that's soccer? Oh, okay. But there was so much stuff that came out. What was the movie with the stalker that they mentioned? What is it?
Oh, Baby Reindeer.
Baby Reindeer. Baby Reindeer. Like that. Like I wasn't the same after watching that. So,
Got me
The
heated.
preview scared me, so I didn't watch it.
The what?
Pissed
The
off.
preview scared me, so that was enough for me.
That was enough for you.
Even with the idea of a red rain, nose, it still did nothing.
So let me tell you what I looked up.
What else?
I've been dealing with like a respiratory issue this year. Like I can't really like fully inhale through my nose. So I found this website called sniffies.com that helps people like sniff things.
I don't think that's what Sniffy says, but
I found a lot of helpful people.
Oh,
on
I
sniffies.com.
bet.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
bet.
about.
What were they trying to stick in your nose?
Whatever they used,
It opens
cleared
it up.
right up. So I've been on that website a couple times this year, and it cleared me right on up,
for
baby.
you.
So go on Sniffies if you have respiratory issues, and you will find somebody to help you out.
I think I was researching where are alternative places to live in 2025 if the election went the way it did. So I probably have looked at Italy as my favorite, and if I can find a way.
Italy, Africa,
I
hell.
can see that. I can see that. Greg, did you look up anything?
No, but I think it was interesting that Connections, I play Connections every morning.
Okay.
I play Wordle, I play Strands, and Connections that people were searching. I thought it was really interesting.
Are those the games that they tell old people to play so your
That's-
brain doesn't
yes.
go right
I
to sleep?
literally-
I play
think so.
several even before I dive into them.
And I won't even argue it because I play Wordle. Yes, I do.
I threedled today.
Yes, me and Bonnie are busy having sex and having a life.
Hello.
So that is the big LGBTQ story
each
for
other.
today with each other. There is no other nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.
Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Gregg Shapiro, and let's queer up gay culture. Pornhub's 2024 review. The top 10 most searched gay porn stars revealed. Forget Spotify Wrapped. 2024's most anticipated data drop has arrived, and it's from Pornhub. The adult entertainment platform has just released its annual year in review, revealing the top gay porn stars that dominated searches this year. From preferences in categories to the most wanted stars, the data provides insights into the trends of the year. Here's the list of the 10 most searched gay porn stars of 2024, including Malik Delgado, Tyler Wu, Honey Paint, Kate Maddox, Raheem Shabazz, Dante Cully, Joey Mills, Leon and Mike, LeGrand Wolf, and M. Twunk. As LGBTQ plus audiences continue to shape digital content consumption, this review offers a glimpse into the stars that captivated viewers throughout the year. Of course, now my internet search includes the names on the list.
Sure.
But I was doing it for research for this story.
Sure you
That's
were.
the kind of dedicated journalist
You was doing
I am.
research a year ago, and the year before that, and the year before that.
Right?
You ain't slick.
Nope.
And I went strictly by faces and body parts. I did not at all know anyone's names, nor will I know their names at any point in the future.
So I spoke to my good friend Howard Andrew, and he's, he's part of Fab Scout and all that, right, locally. So I gave him the list, and he's like, most of those people are OnlyFans. Entertainers. And he also told me that LeGrande is actually in town this week shooting. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, he's not going to be shooting with me, but right?
Where's he shooting?
You know?
Thank
On the
you.
face,
because
on the
that's what
back?
I want.
Right. Oh, he's shooting everywhere.
On the
Yeah, no,
chest?
for
And
sure.
how far does he shoot?
Oh, I don't know those. I don't know that data, but I also wanted to say thank you to Pornhub, because Pornhub has been like the place to go to for porn for free porn for quite a long time, and I, for one, appreciate you.
I'm sure it peaked during our little incarceration during COVID.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What else are you going to do?
Yeah, but I wonder if they're getting any kind of hit from like Twitter, from X, because that's where everybody's going for their porn now is X,
I'm not on.
Speaking of getting hit, hey, Raheem, what's up? I'm very familiar with your work. Also, if any of these porn stars want to have like a drag queen in their production as like a nice boner break,
a boner break,
boner
I love
inducer, book me.
I used to own a place called Boners.
Getting fucked.
Wow!
Definitely speaking of.
Whoa!
That is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. There really isn't. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.
Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I am obviously Bonnie Builder, and let's queer up entertainment. Wicked sequel officially retitled Wicked for Good. In a surprising twist, Universal Pictures has revealed the much-anticipated Wicked sequel, slated for release on November 21st, 2025, will now be called Wicked for Good. The announcement came on Monday, December 16th, and marks a departure from the original titles Wicked Part 1 and Wicked Part 2. The news was shared via a joint Instagram video from the official Wicked accounts and stars Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, who reprised their roles as Elphaba and Glinda, respectively. Interestingly, both actresses had once teased the new title with matching tattoos that said "For Good," which they showed off in December 2023. Fans speculated that the tattoos hinted at the sequel's title. Now we know they were right. I will say, as a person who has had no interest in this film at all,
Here we go.
I haven't seen it. I've known the gays on the internet have seen it twice or three times like it's a fucking internet challenge.
Like it's Pornhub.
Like it's Pornhub. I know it's a great film. I am confident it's a great film. I've heard great reviews. I'm just not that girl. But I'm a huge Cynthia fan, except for this production right here. I have just no interest. I'm happy that it's coming back for a sequel. I hear the original movie's like 4 hours long?
Well, I think
The original play. There is no original movie.
Okay.
It's a play.
This film
this
is like
film
2.5
goes on
3
for like
hours.
6
Yes.
hours.
Yes.
And so
I
part
don't
2,
have that attention span.
Bonnie, part 2 will probably be 12 minutes because I don't know how much more they can put into it. It's
Well,
like,
no,
we just,
that's
maybe
not
they gonna find a
true.
way.
That's not true. Okay, so obviously I'm the biggest Wicked fan at the table,
I
and
love
I'm okay
Wicked.
with that. Okay, I've seen Wicked 3 times and 1 sing-along. Okay, and I might see it again Christmas Day. That's how good of a movie it was for me. I'm a musical geek. I've always loved musicals. Before I came out, when I lived in Jersey, I would cut school and go into Manhattan and see a matinee. That was my release. That was my escape. That was where I saw
You
I'm
cannot
not
own this.
weird.
You cannot own this because I love musicals. Just because I made a comment about it being 6 hours long doesn't mean
You
that
bitched about it. You shouldn't have bitched about it.
Wasn't
Okay?
bitch.
All right?
Just Glenn
You're
sarcasm.
old. Those 6 hours would have been a nice little nap if you needed it. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? It's a great
I don't
movie.
pay good money
Greg,
than
how
that.
you doing? Because they gonna they gonna be on that.
It was a 2-hour film. Okay, the first part was a 2-hour film. 2 and 24, 2:24, whatever it was. And when I first saw it, I said, Greg, please tell me the truth. You've seen it before anybody. He goes, it's half hour too long, right? But you didn't say it was a bad movie. You just said it was half hour
great
too long.
movie.
I don't think it was half hour too long. I thought it was perfect. I thought it fit every single part. Lots of times people will remake a book or remake a musical and they won't hold it. It won't hold up to the original.
It would take less time to read War and Peace.
It did. You knew that the movie was going to end at when intermission is for the play. And that was what it ended with, Defying Gravity. I spoiled it for those who didn't see it, but then, dude, hello.
But that is
Now-
an important point, that the entire Broadway musical, from start, intermission, and finish, was 2.5 hours long.
And I saw
the
it twice.
movie is now, the first half is now
2.5.
2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
So that's a little problem. I think that they've bitten off more than they can John Chu. Get it? That's the director.
Get
Definitely got
Get it.
But I'm also worried that we're going to see another year of the two of them kind of fawning over each other, the promotion stuff.
So don't look at them, Greg. If there were two boys, you'd be fine then. What the fuck? Like that's not,
stuff.
you know.
That's the thing.
It'll be a nice thing.
So
to
then
see
you'll
next
have to
year.
so you'll have to see it again,
I-
and then you'll tell me it's too long, and then I'll give you the middle finger, and then I'll go see it again. It's gonna take box offices again next Thanksgiving, so get ready for it. I get to dress like Glinda again next year. Fantastic. And I actually respect Ariana more after this movie. I really did.
Can
it
we go
before.
together and I'll dress as Glinda 2 and we'll be Glinda 1, Glinda 2?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I love it. All right. So
like
For Good comes out November 2025, and we'll be talking about it then again, and Greg will hate it again. All right. So that is the big LGBTQ story for today, and there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.
Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I am Bonnie Builder, and let's queer up gay culture. Grindr reveals sexual preferences in 2024. This is who we are from Queer News Tonight. In collaboration with Grindr, Queer News Tonight explores the sexual desires of the LGBTQ community in 2024. With nearly 14 million monthly users worldwide, Grindr offers an unmatched window into global queer preferences, though the data is a sample pool and not a scientific study. So, what is the queer community engaging with this year? First, Grindr's states highlight the top desires. Kissing leads at 37%, followed by oral at 32%, and rimming at 15%. For positions, missionary takes the spot at 25%, with back shots close behind at 21%. When it comes to tags, discreet, bi, and kissing were most commonly displayed. Interestingly, the top tag searches revealed a fascination with hung, trans, and BB. Oh. Lastly, Grindr's global data on feet tags shows Italy leading the pack, with Germany, the UK, France, and Israel rounding out the top 5. This unique snapshot provides a glimpse into our ever-evolving desires. Now, I did not know my initials were such a huge hit on Grindr, but looking at me on camera, I can see it. I am a huge fan of
Grindr? Yes, we know.
My husband and I like making friends. But
Good for you.
You call it.
they spoke on a lot of things that I find interesting. My personal tags I shall not mention today because I am a lady from the waist up, waist down.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Girl, yes, and I be sharing. Never mind. I'm proud that people are still being sexual and sexy. I love talking to sexual people. I almost said sexy people, but that doesn't apply here. But I love talking to sexual people as often as I can, because I don't hang out with prudes. I don't get along with prudes. If you can't get nasty in conversation, we ain't got nothing to talk
Are you
about.
suggesting that
nothing.
we're prudes? Because I may be a little bit older than you?
A little bit.
Wow.
A little bit.
Wow.
Ageism.
But listen,
Yeah,
look, you know,
sir.
I mean, think about all the far right crazies. If those people had more sex, they would be less targeting
They're
us.
Well,
jealous
they're having
of
the
us.
sex, there's just deny
They're
it.
jealous of us.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, they are jealous.
You
but
know,
Butter
and they do
and
deny
jelly.
it. Think about the RNC when they almost broke down Grindr because of how many people were on it.
And they're
You
the
know?
ones clicking discreet.
And they're the ones that are clicking
So
the
I-
street,
they're
you
on
know?
there.
And
They're
car
out there.
play, cruising.
Yeah.
What do you
Other-
think about Italy being at the top for feet?
Makes me happy.
Glenn, do you like feet? Because I can't do feet.
I'm not a feet lover because I don't love my own feet. But
But
you
if
know, there
somebody
are other
loved on your feet,
that'd be fine. And there would probably be something wrong with them if they thought my feet were sexy. So, you know, I'm just
but
saying.
okay, but you
But
can't
if-
question what people like. I'm
Right.
local, Glenn.
What they're
Like,
into is none of your
If they're-
business.
Exactly.
if they're into me and they're Italian and they look like the vision I'm hoping for and they want to play with my feet, go for it.
What's your
Because
vision? How tall?
tall, dark,
I
and
like
handsome.
6 feet.
6 feet.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. I don't
How
get
much do
involved.
they weigh?
How much
Less
do
than
they
you.
weigh? How long?
How much do you think I fucking weigh?
Look at your arm. Your arm alone weighs like
I
25
have
pounds.
no idea what you're
Wow.
talking
Yes, you
about.
do. Look at that thing. Yeah.
Look,
We're gonna get horny this episode.
we really are. So, I mean, obviously, they took away my Grindr account, which I'm super mad about. I don't understand why. Like, come on, I'm a gay boy, right? But, like, so Grindr is obviously just going to be mainly talking about gay boys. But all this stuff goes in the gay girl scenario, too. And, you know, and queer people as a whole. Kissing, oral, and
As a
rim.
whole, yeah.
As a whole, yes. Kissing, oral, and rimming is just like a regular Tuesday. If it's kinky Sunday, then it's a whole other.
Is that why you take
know.
Tuesdays off?
You got to wash your mouth, yeah.
Exactly. Or Wednesday. What's
Now
that?
you
I don't know.
know. So that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.
Now let's dive deep into the big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Glen Weinzimer, and let's queer up sports. Tom Daley is hosting a new knitting competition series, Game of Wool. Tom Daley, the beloved Olympic medalist and LGBTQ advocate, is embarking on a new career chapter after announcing his retirement from diving. Daley is ready to bring his talents to television as the host of Game of Wool, a new knitting competition series on Channel 4. Filmed in the scenic Scottish countryside, the show will spotlight 10 ambitious knitters tackling intricate challenges. Daley, who is known for his crafting skills, will be joined by expert judges Dee Gilpin and Sheila Greenwell, renowned for their work with fashion icons like Chanel and Vivienne Westwood. The competition will culminate with the crowning of the first ever Game of Wool champion. I want to know what a Game of Wool champion crown looks like and who's going to knit it.
Probably a bunch of knitters.
Probably a bunch of knitters.
Probably a bunch of knitters. I didn't know Tom Daley hung around with so many knitters. I had no idea.
You should stop.
I didn't know he was a knitter himself. So, you know.
My mother knits,
Now you know.
but I wouldn't call her a knitter.
Your mama's a
Babe
knitter?
My mother has a long line of knitters.
So,
If you ever need a blanket, like a baby blanket,
I'm going to holler at that knitter right there.
You call her, and she probably has a backup knitted blanket that she's made in the state.
Of course.
Because she's from a long line of
What about
knitters.
crocheting?
Of course you do.
look, when you think of knitting or crocheting, you think of old people on a rocking chair making some shit
Why
that
I
no one's,
volunteered my
that
mother,
no one's
not
ever
Tom
going
Daley.
to... Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mrs. Weinzimer. Right? That they're making something that no one's ever going to wear. Right? No one's ever going to use, and that's that. Right?
Yeah.
And then, Tom... from the Olympics, makes it something cool, makes it something
We're all going to
cute,
be
right?
knitting by next year.
Yeah.
And
A whole bunch of knitters.
then he knitted these things that look kind of like they would go on top of the golf sticks, but they kind of also look like they would go on other things. You get me?
Like a cockstock?
That's right.
Like a cockstock.
The only thing,
Yeah.
If you say cockstock a lot of times, it also sounds dirty.
Sure. The only thing I'm good at knitting is my brow.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. Because you
Oh.
don't have any.
Got it.
Oh.
Got it. All right.
I'm
Well,
so sorry.
I love Tom
I'm going to get my
Daley.
knitters to help you out.
And
Yes. Okay.
it's
what?
sort of a change transition. Like he should be selling Wheaties. He should be on the cover of a Wheaties box, not on the cover of Knitting Today.
Well,
Maybe
he
not
was, but he
Wheaties.
retired. So
Yeah.
now what
Well,
is he to
I-
do? Now, are you going to retire now?
No.
Are you going to knit?
I'm not a knitter.
We can see that. The cameras work, girl. We can see that.
I have bargelloed. I have crocheted.
What the hell is a bargello?
My mother used to do, and it's like the thin thread. You sew it into like a thing, and you make a pillow.
What about macrame?
Oh.
Rackame, forget that. That's so 1970s
What
with
is
all
that?
of that.
Macrame.
That's what you put a plant in a basket and
I
hang it
thought
on your...
those were the little cookies that you eat. You can take a bacon if you want to, I guess.
That is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other, and let me repeat that, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight. As a nonprofit LGBTQ media organization, we would like to thank our viewers for supporting our mission to tell the stories of the queer community. We would also like to thank the generous support of Jets Pizza. Jets is the LGBTQ community's most popular pizza in South Florida.
Take a look around these streets. Do you really think we woke up one day and said, yeah, the world needs more pizza? Nah, just a better one. Better, like the world's best pizza, Jet's Detroit-style pizza. Hand-pressed and baked to the thickest, crispiest crunch. You're welcome. Now visit jetspizza.com and save. Click on hot deals for special offers in your area. Jets, better because it has to be.
Tonight's broadcast is presented by viewers like you and the generous support by Visit Lauderdale, everyone under the sun. Those are today's headlines from Queer News Tonight. These anchors represent the best of our LGBTQ and allied community, and we want to tell the stories of our queer community.
If our community is important to you, share this news with your friends and family. Join the conversation on your favorite streaming platform.
Queer News Tonight is the only live LGBTQ digital television show in the world that is out of the closet and into the headlines. We need your support. If our community is to grow, then we must thrive and we must tell our stories and bring them to the attention of the broader world.
This is the only place in the world that tells these types of LGBTQ stories in motion and sound. That is the passion of Hotspots Magazine, Happening Out Television Network, and Queer News Tonight.
I'm your anchor, FayWhat! And on behalf of these LGBTQ plus reporters, the incredible anchors of Queer News Tonight, including Gregg Shapiro, Bonnie Builder, and Glen Weinzimer. We will see you daily at 8 p.m. to our LGBTQ plus world. We wish you love, generosity, bravery while being transformative and queer. Good night.